Stevie, back in the mix after being out for a while. How does it feel to be back?
No, it feels good to be back. Last few games feeling good, so hopefully just keep that going.
Obviously it's been tough on the sidelines. There must be a big mental side to it. How did you manage with the time being out?
No, as you say, it was tough. I think the boys were playing well and winning, so that aspect was good to watch that as well. But just for me, it was just kind of working in the gym and working every day and trying to strengthen, to come back on the pitch better. And I feel I've probably done that.
It's been a long time coming, but obviously got a partner in there with Macaulay Tate. Looks like you enjoyed playing together on Monday night. Is that something that can really come together in the running?
I think so, yeah. No, he's come in and done really well for his first loan. As is Robbie as well. The two of them have kind of brought a kind of fresh energy to the group, I think, coming in January, and it's probably helped the group overall. But no, I felt we both played well in the game the other night as a pair.
I know there's been a lot of talk with the B teams and players' progression, teams going into the Lowland League. I think probably Macaulay's probably one of the guys that's really benefited from playing competitive football and then stepping into the Championship. You can probably see that on the park.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely. I think similar to me myself when I was Macaulay's 19. I went to Airdrie when I was 19 on loan, and getting that experience at a tough good level in the Championship, it only kind of sets you up in good stead for the rest of your career.
We go back to Saturday at 3 p.m, which feels like a rarity these days. What are you expecting from Airdrie this weekend?
No, it'll be a tough game. I think the games we've played them, we've one of the games we went right to the last minute. Other ones maybe a wee bit more comfortable, but I think in the games they've had good spells in the games, and I think they're probably one of the most kind of informed teams in the league, especially at home. So obviously the position in the league isn't great for them, but it will definitely be a tough game.
We were discussing this with Davey earlier. There's a lot at stake now. You've got teams fighting for the top and then teams fighting at the bottom. Does that make the games a wee bit more difficult?
I think it maybe makes it a bit more difficult in that aspect, but I think teams need to get points now. So in terms of teams maybe coming and sitting in, which we've maybe struggled with at times this season, I think we'll probably maybe see teams be a bit more adventurous, which ultimately kind of makes for a more open game. And I think in games like that, that's when we've probably been at our best, when it's kind of been, we've got a chance to use our legs, we're high intense, and the games have been a bit more open. So, towards the end of the season, there is so much to gain and lose for every team. So, it's definitely exciting.
There's been a wee bit of talk of the pitches we've played on recently, Dunfermline, Partick, obviously Airdrie's AstroTurf. Is that a game that suits Livingston, and does that make it a wee bit easier going into this one?
No, obviously the surface at Airdrie is pretty good. There's always a lot of debate about grass and AstroTurf, especially this time of year when the pitches kind of turn. I think in an ideal world everybody would love a brilliant grass pitch for the full season, but I think when you've got surfaces like Airdrie's and Falkirk's, when they're really really good sort of AstroTurfs, I think it's a kind of no-brainer if you can have that surface.
Are you looking forward to getting back to a 3 p.m. on a Saturday as opposed to midweek games?
Yeah, it's been a while. I've been struggling to get some sleep after the games, knackered coming in. No, but I think Saturday is always for football, and that's it. Everybody looks forward to through the week.
I think that's, just as you touch upon there, Stephen, I think that's what a lot of people don't sort of realise. You're finishing the game at 10 o'clock, you've got your recovery, you've got your sleep, you're in the next again morning. There's probably a lot more that people don't realise, and then it's prep into the next game. It must be tough to get between the schedules if you're late one night, early the other, and there's no much break time between it.
No, definitely. I suppose it's part and parcel, and we would never complain as players, but sort of aspects like sleep sometimes become a bit more difficult when there is kind of midweek games back to back. But again, you do your best to deal with it, and then come the game you're fully focused.